Hi everyone, it's Anna. Welcome to Virgo. Um, so, as always, take what resonates, softly release the rest, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay connected with future messages. um, okay, so there's a specific kind of connection that combines friendship and romance in a way most people never experience. And you're either in one of those connections or about to understand what it feels like when someone sees you as both. Not one or the other, both simultaneously, where they want to laugh with you and touch you, where they want to tell you everything and also just be quiet together, where the friendship makes the romance deeper and the romance makes the friendship sacred. Let me describe what this looks like. You may have been in relationships before where you had chemistry but no real friendship, or friendships where you cared deeply but there was no romantic spark, like you had to choose which kind of connection to have. Some people experience relationship and friendship as separate categories. They date people they're attracted to even if they don't particularly like them as humans, or they befriend people they connect with but feel no physical pull toward. It might feel like you've been waiting for both to exist in the same person. For someone who makes you laugh and makes your heart race, who you want to talk to about everything and also want to touch. But here's what makes this period significant. Someone is recognizing that you are both, or you're recognizing it about someone. And that recognition is creating a depth most connections never reach. Let's pause here. This reflection invites you to consider, is there someone in your life who feels like both friend and more? Maybe it started as friendship. You were just comfortable together, easy, no pressure, no performance, just genuine enjoyment of each other's company. You may not have noticed when it shifted, when comfort started including attraction, when friendship started including wanting, when the line between platonic and romantic started blurring. It's possible one of you noticed before the other, has been sitting with feelings that complicate the friendship, trying to figure out if speaking up is worth risking what you already have. Some people stay silent to protect the friendship. They'd rather have the person in their life platonically than risk losing them by wanting more. You may have been doing that, or someone may have been doing that with you, keeping feelings hidden because the friendship feels too valuable to gamble with. It can feel safer to keep things as they are than to risk everything by being honest. Like, at least this way you get to keep the person even if you don't get all of them. But eventually, hidden feelings become heavy, become unsustainable, become more painful to hold than to express. This reflection invites you to consider, have you been hiding romantic feelings under friendship? There's something specific about what all in means. It's possible someone is reaching a point where half connection isn't enough anymore, where being just friends feels like settling, where they need to risk what is for the possibility of what could be. You may sense someone's energy shifting towards you, more intense, more present, more intentional, like they're preparing to say something they've been holding back. Some people broadcast their intentions before they speak them. Their energy changes, their attention increases. They create more opportunities for depth, for closeness, for moments that could become something more. You may be receiving those signals, or you may be sending them without realizing it, testing whether the other person feels what you feel. Whether the spark you sense is mutual or just your imagination, it can feel terrifying to transition from friendship to romance, like you're about to ruin something good by wanting it to be great, like you're being greedy, asking for more when you already have something valuable. But wanting more isn't greedy, it's honest. And honesty is what transforms good friendships into great relationships. This reflection invites you to consider if someone confessed they wanted both friendship and romance with you, would you be relieved or scared? Let me talk about why this kind of connection is rare. It's possible most people settle for one or the other. They choose chemistry without compatibility, or they choose compatibility without chemistry. They don't hold out for both because both feels impossible. You may have settled before, chosen relationships that had passion but no depth, or depth but no passion, and wondered why it always felt incomplete. Some people don't realize both can exist together. They think if you're friends first, the romance can't be intense, or if the romance is intense, the friendship can't be solid. You may be discovering that's not true. That the best relationships are ones where you genuinely like the person you're attracted to, where you choose their company even without the physical aspect, where the friendship enhances the romance instead of competing with it. It can feel like finding both in one person is asking too much. Like you should be grateful for whichever you can get instead of holding out for the complete package. But settling for incomplete doesn't serve anyone. It just creates relationships that work in some ways but feel empty in others. What this period might be offering is the experience of complete, where you don't have to compartmentalize, where you don't have to choose which part of connection you value more. Some people experience this as the first time they're truly satisfied in relationship, not just tolerating compromise, but actually getting what they need in all dimensions. You may be entering that space or already in it, or about to recognize that you've been in it without naming it. It can feel vulnerable to acknowledge you've found complete, like naming it will jinx it, like admitting you have everything you want invites loss. But unnamed good is still at risk. Naming it doesn't make it more fragile, it makes it conscious. And conscious connection can be nurtured in ways unconscious connection can't. This reflection invites you to consider if you have both friendship and romance with someone, have you acknowledged it? There's something about what need means here. It's possible need isn't about dependency, it's about recognition that this person has become integral, that life with them is better than life without them, that their presence matters in ways you can't casually dismiss. You may be uncomfortable with need, with admitting someone matters that much, with the vulnerability of being affected by someone else's choices. Some people pride themselves on not needing anyone, on being self-sufficient, on maintaining independence so complete that losing someone wouldn't devastate them. You may have operated that way, and this connection is challenging that, making you realize that needing someone isn't weakness when there's someone worth needing. It can feel scary to admit someone's become essential, like you're giving them too much power, like you're setting yourself up for pain if they leave. But the alternative is never letting anyone matter enough to affect you. And that's not protection. That's just isolation disguised as strength. What you might need to accept is that deep connection comes with risk. That loving someone as both friend and partner means they can hurt you in both ways. That all in means vulnerable. Some people pull back when they start to need someone. They create distance. They pick fights. They sabotage to protect themselves from the vulnerability of caring deeply. You may be tempted to do that, to protect yourself by pushing away right when someone's getting close enough to matter. It can feel like self-preservation, like You're just being smart by not getting too attached. But pushing away what you need doesn't protect you. It just guarantees you stay lonely. You remain in complete control of how you navigate this. You can lean in or pull back, be honest or stay hidden, risk everything or risk nothing. The power is yours. It always has been. You may notice reading this has brought up a specific person, maybe someone who's both friend and something more, maybe confusion about where the line is, maybe clarity that you want both. Whatever it is, honor it, take what resonates, softly release the rest. Trust yourself. Before we close, I want to ask you something. Do you believe someone can be both your best friend and your romantic partner? Or do you think you have to choose? Drop it in the comments. And this, if someone told you they needed you in both ways, would that feel like pressure or like home? You're my best friend and my lover. I'm all in. I need you in my life. These might be words someone's preparing to say to you, or words you're preparing to say to someone, or words that have already been spoken and you're still processing what they mean. This kind of complete connection exists. You don't have to settle for partial. You don't have to choose between friendship and romance. You can have both. Not eventually. It's present or arriving. Trust yourself with this. Trust that you can be both friend and lover to someone. Trust that needing someone doesn't make you weak. Trust that all in is where the real depth lives. I'll see you in the next one. And listen, the best relationships are friendships that caught fire, where you like them and want them, where you choose them for both reasons. Stay open to both. You deserve complete. This is it.